Find out more at smallstep.gov.
La Jolla's very own cereal company, Kashi, is leaving its deep roots and headed to Battle Creek, Michigan. The Kashi Cereal Company was founded in the early 80s after it was bought by Kellogg in 2000. Now the cereal company will have a dozen employees out of work and other employees with a decision as to whether to stay with the company. Kashi dropped $595 million of its profits in 2012 after taking a publicity hit on its natural products being labeled with modified ingredients.
Earlier this week, the World Cultures program presented a viewing of the Oscar award-winning documentary Inocente. Isidro Morales was at the event with the story.
It was standing room only for students who weren't lucky enough to grab a seat. Even finding a good spot to stand proved to be difficult. However, no matter where you stood, students and teachers were excited to preview the award-winning film Inocente. Inocente is a documentary that follows a 15-year-old girl who is homeless and undocumented, and through her art finds a way to escape her troubled life. Matt Argo is the one who discovered Inocente and is the founder of A Reason to Survive, or ARTS.
We really focus on kids that are facing adversity or struggle, so that can mean low income, socioeconomic, it can be homelessness, abuse, foster care, and kids who are creative because they're not getting in the schools.
According to the co-director of the World Cultures Department, more than 90 students had to be turned away.
We set it up, I would say, a few months ago in the fall. We heard about the film through different people.
Students were also privileged to have Inocente at the event to answer questions.
I'm still deciding. I want to do a lot of advocacy this year. Now that the documentary won an Oscar, it's gotten a lot of attention. So hopefully a lot of people want to screen the documentary or want us to go. So that's what I want to do this year.
When asked about what she most liked about being at the Oscars, she had this to say.
Seeing everybody there, they're like a family to me. So just reuniting with them was the biggest happy moment for me. I was so starstruck. I saw Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. Daniel Day-Lewis kissed me, and Steven Tyler kissed me, so that was pretty cool.
Inocente will be touring the country and showing her film to different colleges in hopes to inspire students through her story.
And if you missed the viewing this week of Inocente, don't worry, because it will be featured again in April here at San Diego City College.
If you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, you can enjoy some exciting films and entertainment. The San Diego Latino Film Festival has taken over Hazard Center. Here is Ryan Sturton with more.
For the past week, you may have noticed a number of Latino filmmakers and actors in San Diego. They are here for the 20th anniversary of the San Diego Latino Film Festival. The artistic director of the festival, Lisa Franek, picks films that represent Latinos from around the world.
We really see at those times how diverse the Latino community in San Diego is. It's not just people that cross the border from Mexico, it's people from all over Central and South America. So it's really great to see all of that variety of culture.
The festival not only brings films from all over, but showcases local talent. City College student Ricky Tolson was part of the local production The Shooting Star Salesman, which played at the festival.
Being a Latino filmmaker myself, I think it's great to have a venue locally, especially in San Diego, that highlights that.
The festival is a great opportunity for you to meet people that were involved in the films.
And being able to interact with filmmakers and writers, producers, other fans, it's an amazing experience.
Films being shown range from romance and comedy to drama and horror. Not only can you see a variety of movies, but you can come and enjoy the entertainment and art in the lobby.
Great opportunity for people to come and experience Latino culture, whether they're part of that or whether they don't speak Spanish, don't know anything. It's just a great inclusive experience where everyone is welcome, and it's really fun.
This year the festival has expanded to 2 locations, the Digiplex in Mission Valley and the Digital Gym Cinema in North Park. With photojournalist Casera Coffey, Ryan Sturton, Newscene.
The San Diego Latino Film Festival will be running until Sunday. Tickets are still available online or at the door. For more information, you can visit their website. And many of Hollywood's big-name celebrities are at the center of an internet scam, and the First Lady is the latest victim. Nate Holmes is joining us with the latest in entertainment news. What's going on, Nate?
That's right, Aaliyah and Johnny. There's been a lot of news going on in entertainment this week. First Lady Michelle Obama has been making headlines in the fashion world and with the FBI. Mrs. Obama was one of the many celebrities targeted on a website that reveals private financial information. The First Lady's Social Security number, credit report, addresses, among other things, were posted online. The Secret Service and FBI are now investigating the site. Other big names targeted include Jay-Z, Beyonce, Mel Gibson, Britney Spears, and Kim Kardashian. But there was some good news this week for the First Lady. Vogue announced this week that Mrs. Obama will appear on the cover for the second time. Her first appearance inside the magazine was back in 2005 when President Obama was Senator of Illinois. The fashion magazine will run its Shape Issues cover that has been an April tradition for the past 10 years. Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Michael Vick has canceled his book signing tour due to a series of threats. The NFL star was set to promote his autobiography, Finally Free. According to Worthy Publishing, Vick had to cancel upcoming dates after threats to Barnes & Noble and an independent bookstore in New Jersey. The book reveals how the star has been trying to turn his life around in recent years. He spent about a year and a half in federal prison after pleading guilty to dogfighting charges in 2007. Famous acting team Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler are pairing up for another romantic comedy. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Barrymore and Sandler's characters get stuck at the same resort after a disastrous first date. Just to make it a little more interesting, the couple's children from previous marriages are also along to join the ride. The title of the film is still unnamed, but production is set to begin this May. Aaliyah and Johnny, I am a big Drew Barrymore fan and Adam Sandler fan, so I will definitely be keeping an eye out for the film.
I will too, Natalia. I love them in 50 First Days.
Yeah, great
Excited
movies,
to see that
great
come
movies.
out. And coming up, NASA makes an exciting discovery on Mars. We'll have the details after this.
Excuse me.
Well, hello.
Hi. My internet connection's acting up. Do you know anything about hotspots?
You know, if you angle yourself 45 degrees to the north, your computer's Wi-Fi card will extrapolate the router signal more efficiently.
Hit enter. It's going to come up with a dialog box.
After missing last year, the Imperial Beach Sandcastle competition could be coming back. Local residents interested in reviving the event will be attending a volunteer committee on March 21st. The event will be discussing specific options for a more moderate-sized 2013 late summer and early fall event. The new volunteer committee was made possible from $40,000 of starter money from the Port of San Diego. Community organizers will be discussing new competition ideas and if admission should be charged.
And as promised, David Matris is here to tell us of a new discovery and our weather forecast. David, what's going on?
That's right, Johnny and Aaliyah. The big news is that NASA made its first discovery on Tuesday that planet Mars may be able to support life. NASA scientists in the Mars program stated they have found all of the ingredients for life on the surface. Mars rover Curiosity drilled through rocks in the crater and found in the dust elements of nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur, and carbon dioxide. They now can say that these minerals were located in a dried up riverbed and in fact indicate the evidence of a habitable environment. But still, there's no actual proof of life. Previously, they suspected that water could have flowed on that part of Mars, and today this new excitement surely explained itself. So let's definitely take a flight all the way back home to San Diego. Currently at the airport at Lindbergh Field, the temperature is 63 degrees, humidity is at 58%, and the winds are out of the west-southwest at 5 miles per hour. The surf conditions are 2 feet at both west-facing and south-facing beaches, and the ocean is a cool 56 degrees, and the sun set actually at 6:57 or will set, and the sun will rise tomorrow at 6:58. So if we take a look at our temperatures throughout the county, we have seen the past couple days warm temperatures, but along the coast downtown, 69 degrees, 71 in La Jolla, and inland, 80, it's a bit warmer, 82 in El Cajon, and our temperatures to look at would be the low temperatures overnight would be about 50, lows 50s. The fog advisory has been lifted that we had earlier this week, but if we take a look at our first map, This was the high pressure system that associated with the warmer temperatures this weekend and this week, a couple days. But it has shifted. Bringing that, we actually do have another big story. Well, that's pretty much it for the rest of the nation. But we do look at our next big story along in the upper Midwest. We do have a series of Alberta clippers that will be sending their way through the parts of the Midwest. And some places like cities like Minneapolis and St. Paul will definitely be seeing some snow, and some mainly south, and cities like Omaha, Nebraska, they will be on the warm side, so they will see some rain showers. But those systems will be moving throughout up until through Tuesday. And like I mentioned, Minneapolis will possibly see some up to basically 3 to 6 inches of snow in the colder. But the big story on our next map actually will be the first series of low pressure system. Like I mentioned, snow showers in Billings and Minneapolis one of the biggest things that Minneapolis saw from this year, from last year, is that last year in 2012, actually, if we move on to our coast, we will see all the way back home in San Diego, morning fog, high temperature 72, low will be 58. Inland valleys will be low clouds in the morning, then fog, and then some sun, high temperature 80, and low temperature will be 58. Mountains will be sunny to partly sunny, high temperature 75, and low temperature will be 39. Deserts will be hot and partly sunny, high temperature 92, and low temperature will be 57. So there you have it, Johnny and Aaliyah. The big news that NASA had to introduce this week was, of course, possibly life on Mars. And of course, we will be seeing some cool and comfortable temperatures and weather throughout the weekend, but we won't see any of the high temperatures that we saw in the past 3 days. Some places along the coast actually saw like into the lower 80s, well, upper 70s, and some places, of course, are experiencing upper 70s as well.
Great. So are we looking at fair weather for St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, actually we do currently looking to have fair weather, cool, and it will be sunny, but possibly some patches of some clouds along the coast, but mainly sunny.
It's going to shape up to be a great St. Patrick's Day.
Definitely. And speaking of St. Patrick's Day, parades and parties are usually thrown to kick off St. Patrick's Day weekend. But in Chicago, they're dyeing the river green. The tradition was born in 1961 when a plumber wore white coveralls that had green stains. It was then discovered that the dye used to detect leaks into the river was actually what created the perfect shade of green. The event used about 40 pounds of dye that takes about 15 minutes to distribute. It starts off as an orange color and turns green once it hits the water and settles for a little. The river dyeing is set for the Saturday morning, followed by a parade to jumpstart the St. Patrick's Day celebrations. Well, that's definitely colorful. I don't know if I'd want to take a swim in that river, though. I'm not a big fan of swimming in green stuff.
Yeah, hopefully it's safer than what people are doing elsewhere.
All right, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Newscene. I'm Aaliyah Bora.
And I'm Jai Nguyen. Have a great weekend.